pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. First thing on our agenda today is the consent agenda. It has some minutes from our last meeting and a vendor publication report. Any questions on anything there?
No, I'll make a motion to approve that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Next up, we have Lee Voss, County Treasurer. Discussion decision to approve tax suspension pursuant to Iowa Code Section 427.9 for property located at 1822 4th Avenue, Council Bluffs. Lee, you're up.
Yes, sir. Oh, would you like me to say?
Well, I think that, I think just confirming, you know, when we receive an indication from HUD or somewhere on a tax suspension, we don't really have a choice, right?
Well, the orange is painting.
The only question I think that maybe the board may have is, if there's a mortgage on the property, how does the lender get notified?
They go into the system on all their properties that they have to pay, and they pay them online through a batch process. And they do that on this one.
Okay, so, I mean, I don't know how it goes from there. That's really not, it's out of our ballpark, right, after that?
But, you know, if you have delinquent garbage or something, that's not included in your suspension. And
That could make a tax sale.
you could lose your house for $90 or whatever it is.
Okay.
But the garbage still has to be paid. But if you suspend the taxes, they can still pay the taxes whether it's suspended or not. The mortgage company. But I don't know if that homeowner is gonna get in touch with their mortgage company and explain. I'm thinking a lot of people think that once you suspend, you're done. You don't have to pay again. And that's not true.
Okay. So there's legally nothing that we have to follow up with the mortgage
The legal man's over here, not me.
holder or anything else, right? That's a no from Matt.
Is that a no?
Sorry, I had a voicemail to deal with.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the board?
So this was by DHS, right?
Right, right.
Motion to approve.
I'll second
Any discussion for Lee or Matt?
Sure sounds like a weird deal.
Well, these are all.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, that's just a weird deal.
Well, I think when, I don't know if Jeanette sends a letter or whatever, that we need to address that, you know, these are not forgiven, you know, they're just suspended, but I think we can have the right to ask the question about the mortgage company.
I know Jeanette spoke with her and made sure that she was aware that those taxes don't just go away. They're gonna have to be paid at some point in time.
Right.
I mean, if the house changes hands or, you know, there's a change in the
But I
deed.
think, you know, and we have a lot of mortgage companies that calls us and ask us, well, what's this deal with suspended? Well, I think the homeowner needs to contact their mortgage company and explain it to them why they're doing this or.
They'll have to, because they're gonna, if she lessens the payment, they're gonna.
Right. I don't know, you know, I mean, you still have to keep paying, I
Show
think.
up in default, in whatever, 90 days or something if she lessens.
Do we have a letter or something we give them for this? Like,
I
you
mean,
still
we
gotta
just
come,
said it's, you know, she sends them a note saying it's approved and, you know, as of,
cause like you said, garbage,
garbage is not suspended, garbage is still due and
and then
owed.
they could,
Right, you can still lose your house on a tax sale
Right.
with a garbage.
for garbage fees.
Good.
But this, to your knowledge, this doesn't have garbage fees on it.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does have one?
That's why I brought it up.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
How far behind is that?
just for the current, I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's a future one, but it's
So,
still,
what's that? It's not $96, is it?
well, this one's 90.
90?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? All in favor, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thanks, Lee, very much. Next up, we have Jason Slack, Buildings and Grounds, and Captain Steve Winchell with the jail. Discussion and or decision on transitioning the jail custodian to the jail maintenance position. Jason, Steve, you're up.
Our current custodian, her last day is today, so we're looking at filling her shoes. We feel it would be more beneficial to hire for a maintenance worker position instead of a custodian position, just because the cross-training will give us a more agile workforce there at the jail. The maintenance workers would then take rotation on the custodial duties there in the facility. We just feel like this is the best move for that department. The current custodian's been out since August, so the guys have quite a bit of backlog of work that they need to get done. The difference in hourly wage is $4.26.
Is this in your budget, Jason, or is this in yours, Steve?
Joe.
In yours?
Yep. Another big benefit, and I talked to Andy Smith this morning, our maintenance workers have the ability to pull the inmate workers out as where the custodian doesn't. So that's an additional.
Could you say that again, Steve?
Our maintenance workers have the training to get the inmate workers out to help clean and maintain as where the custodians don't. So that's an additional, while we do have a little bit of an increased cost in that position, but it allows us more flexibility to get 2 to 4 inmate workers out for outside work, inside work. Like Jason said, it helps us with flexibility quite a bit for the crew, the guys that work out there.
Is that in your budget?
Yes, sir.
It is?
We'll make it work. It's not yet, but we'll make it work.
So you have to post this job yet?
Yeah.
But the other person's been out since August?
Yeah.
Was that on?
Medical.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And then are they retiring or resigning or?
Yeah, their ties is severed with the county.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Any other discussion for Steve or Jason? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Nice to see you, Steve.
Thank you.
You too, Jason.
Things going well?
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Always busy. So wrapping up construction and all that. So
Yeah.
got my door frame out today and it's 50 degrees in my office, so
When's
a little chilly.
when's your grand opening gonna be? Do you know?
May of 22.
Or 23?
It's supposed to be 22.
You guys will do something though, right?
It's gonna be a bit, yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll do something, but we're a month out probably.
Nick, are you in the office all day today?
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I hope it works out good.
Thank you. Will.
Any deer out there?
Yes.
Keep asking me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Jana Lemrick, Director of Human Resources. Discussion decision to approve and authorize the board to sign addendum to the July 1, 2022 MOU between Potawatomi County and the AFSCME, Local 2364-911. Jana, you're up.
This is continuation of our conversation last week. So we made the changes that were discussed. We added a beginning date and an end date. And then in there, it talks about how overtime is earned or not earned when you take time off in the week of 48 hours. Otherwise, everything else is the same.
Motion approved.
Second.
Any other discussion for Jana?
So everybody's copacetic down there, Jamie, you think?
I think so.
Okay, thanks for working on this.
Yep.
Sam, thanks.
I'm excited about it.
We'll see.
I want to hear positive things.
Yes.
Only thing I just ask is if there's things that change or there's some things that the board needs to know about, just please reach out and let us know if we don't know, and we'll see what we can do to try to make it better. We always want to do that, so.
Don't forget Telecommunicators Week is in April.
Say it again?
Telecommunicator Week is in April.
Oh, okay.
Mark it on your calendars now.
We used to get a notice for
Oh, I'll
that.
send you one.
Still do.
I didn't see the last one. You know, they usually have a meeting in here and they award a medal or something to people who've done an exemplary
Yeah, I
job.
don't remember
I
that
think
one
the
this
last
year.
time we didn't have any awards to present, so that's
Okay.
probably why.
Does anybody want a roll call on this? We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. There you have it. Jana, thanks.
Thank you, guys, we appreciate it.
Yes.
Keep us
Have a good day.
posted.
Yes.
Please do.
Sam,
Yeah.
congrats on your promotion, by the way. I forgot
Thank
to
you.
say that last week.
Thank you.
Next up, we have County Attorney Matt Wilbur, discussion decision to approve and authorize the board to sign authorize the board to accept resignation of and sign the release agreement with Veterans Affairs Director Margarita Dewey. Mr. Wilbur, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just handed you the original of the release agreement, which has been signed, the acknowledgement's been signed by the chairman of the VA Commission. I'm here to ask for a motion to accept the resignation of Rita Dooley as Veterans Affairs Director and to approve the severance agreement and release with acknowledgement, as I just mentioned to you. That agreement was presented yesterday morning to the Veterans Affairs Commission at their meeting where they voted to sign and agree to the acknowledgement. We're all aware that there have been some difficulties in communication between the commission and the director. I've worked with all of them. I can assure you that everyone in the Veterans Affairs Department, from the director to the commission to the staff, wants what's best for the veterans of Potawatomi County. Sometimes the vision of how best to deliver those results is a subject of disagreement, and the best way forward is simply to hit the reset button. I believe this agreement does that and does it amicably. Once the agreement is finalized, it will be a public document. I would caution each of you to avoid comments which might damage our continued relationships with both Rita, the individual commissioners, and the department going forward. I do not believe any decisions have been made at this point, and that's a decision for you as far as how or when you're going to begin the process of hiring a new VA director. But I'll take any questions you have, if any. If not, I need a motion to accept the resignation. Oh, I'm sorry, she had emailed me. This isn't signed. I'm gonna get a signed resignation letter, but she emailed me yesterday her resignation as well. I'll just read it. It's pretty short and sweet. To Potawatomi County Board of Supervisors, please accept this letter as my formal resignation from my role as Director of Veterans Affairs. My last day with Potawatomi County will be this Friday. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for the knowledge and experience I've gained by working here. I'm very grateful for the time I have spent with fellow county employees and the professional relationships I've built. It's been a pleasure to have the opportunity to assist the veterans within this county. Very respectfully, Rita Dooley.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Mr. Hauser, call the roll, please.
Chairman Wickman.
Aye.
Supervisor Shea.
Yes.
Milt.
Aye.
Groby.
Aye.
And Schultz.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you for all the work you did, man.
Absolutely, and I will take that because I still need to get the agreement signed. Have you signed it, Mr. Chairman?
Not yet.
Okay.
Public comment, do we have anybody sign up for public
I
comment?
don't think so.
All right, our next thing on the agenda is adjournment. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We're adjourned.
Let's see, we get that second.
Yeah.
10:15.